Hey, 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 we're live, we're live. It's Sunday, it's not Monday. Hey, fam, hey, fam, hey, fam. It is your girl, Michelle Franklin, honey. I know it's a little late. What you say? Where you been, girl, all day? I know it's late. Listen, your girl been working all week, so let me tell you what happened. I was tired this morning. I was tired. Okay, I've been working. Not I've been drinking. I've been working. I've been working. Okay. Yeah, I've been working. And then I was spending some time with my baby girl last night. We were sitting up watching this show and we couldn't go to bed. So yeah, I was tired and I had to go to work. And so yeah. It is what it is. Hey, family, how y'all doing? What y'all say? Y'all missed me earlier? I missed y'all too. It is your girl. For those of y'all that don't know me out there in this world, where you been? How you don't know me? What you doing? Catch up. It's your girl, Michelle Franklin, honey. Miss Michelle Allen Franklin, Miss DI, Miss Community Builder. Yeah, I'm in the building. What does DI stand for? It stands for divine intervention, honey, because I don't believe in coincidences. Only God's divine intervention in our lives. And what's a community builder, honey? That means I am bringing you what? The good information that you need. And when I get something good, honey, I can't keep it to myself. That's who I am to the core of me. I love to educate. I love to empower. I love to inspire. That is who I am to the core of me, honey. Yeah, I took a test. That's what the test said. Those were test results, baby. hmm Those were test results. Community builder down to the core, honey. I'm giving back to my community all the good things. What I love to talk about is breaking the stigma associated with mental health. Why? Because your girl was stuck for about 2 years, honey. Did not even know it, didn't realize it, suffering with depression, anxiety, panic attacks, started having them after my big mama and my dad passed away, and was just in this stage of grief, honey. I had no idea. And so when I found out and I started coming out of that darkness into the light, being the community builder that I am, honey, I needed to come back and pull some other people into some light too. Yeah, that's my purpose. That's what I do. That's what I do very naturally. I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 22 years. I'm a helper bee to the 10th power, honey. That's what I love to do. And so, what are we doing? What is this faith walk? What is Reflections Choosing Me Guilt Free? Reflections Choosing Me Guilt Free is my program, honey, that I put together. It is 7 days. I have a 10-week, I have a 12-week program. I have my podcast. If you want to be a guest, hit your girl up. For men and women 27 years and older, those helper bees out in the world that are suffering in silence. That might be suffering in silence. They might be out there doing some positive, good things out in the world, and I want to shine some light on you. Or some people that are just, you know, got some subconscious strongholds. What are those? You mean like fear, guilt, self sabotage, shame, doubt, negative self talk? Mm-hmm. All those things, those subconscious strongholds that you're trying to figure out why you're procrastinating. Mm-hmm. I can help you with that. That is what I do, honey. Why? Because any and everything that I do, I have been through it. I have evidence-based practice, information, honey, and ways to help you get up out the hole, babe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very intentionally. So it is self-reflection Sunday. This is what I call it. Self-reflection Sunday. What are we doing? We're talking about how was your week, boo? What you, what you learned this week? What you taking this week? Uh, and leaving from last week. What you taking with you? How you doing? What you taking with you from last week? What lessons did you learn? So we have been talking about faith, our faith walk. Faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Why? Because my nephew passed away last month. And what inspired me in my walk of depression and mental health is Mental Health Awareness Month. It inspired me to come back and grab some people that may be be feeling hopeless. There are periods and times in our lives where everybody does it. It's not even like it is something that is immune to everybody else, right? Everybody does it. Everybody finds themselves in a dark place. But sometimes you find yourself in a dark place for way longer than what you should be. Sometimes you find yourself feeling like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this thing. And you just find yourself in some relationships that makes you feel a little hopeless, helpless, and hopeless. After my nephew passed away and looking at my brother, I was like, you know what? I prayed and I said, God, what can I do? There was this feeling of hopelessness God gave me that's out in the world. I could not save my nephew. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I can reach back and maybe help somebody else to say, hey, if you are feeling hopeless, helpless, understanding that the only thing that I know that combats hopelessness is faith. And so that's what we're doing for 30 days. I'm going live. Your girl is going live. Miss Michelle D.I. live every day for 30 days. And to let somebody out there know that don't give up in your situation. Think about your family. Think about people that love you. People, when you're going through, you don't even understand how people love you. You don't even understand that you have people rooting for you. It feels like you're in that thing alone. You are telling yourself, don't nobody care about me. It won't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, I'm telling you that you do matter. You, honey, you matter. That even though it feels like it, I call him the devil. I don't know what you call him, but that's what I call him. I call him the devil. He would love for you to continue to believe that. I feel like he's up here whispering in your ear. It's almost like he got a bullhorn sometimes because it's so loud with all that negative self-talk, telling you what you can and can't do, who you are and who you aren't, who you think you are. You ain't nobody. What you trying to do? What? No, that ain't never gonna work out. Why you doing that? You stupid. Just like mama said. Remember? Yeah. All that stuff from childhood, all those things, that negative self-talk that replays in your mind, honey, turn it off. Pluck that damn devil off your ear. Pluck them out your ear, boo. Because that's all it is. The devil's job, honey, is to get you to believe. It's to get you to stay in that darkness. It's to get you to wallow. Yeah, I call it wallowing. When you just sitting in that woe is me and that, that just, that dark place. For me, I had to make a conscious decision, honey. I was the wallowing queen. I was just in darkness. Just wallowing, just laying, just complacent, just sitting there. I had to sit up and ask myself, how long, girl? One day I looked in the mirror. I was like 60, 70 pounds heavy. I'm like 270 some pounds. I'm like, who are you? How many mozzarella sticks you gonna eat? How many Brahms? How many times you gonna hit that Brahms drive through? This is a conversation I had with myself. I'm not talking to none of y'all. I'm just telling y'all this is a conversation I had with myself. I had to tell myself, look, how long you gonna do this? You killing yourself slowly. What you doing? I was walking, couldn't even walk up to go to the every day. I'm trying to get up and go to the cafeteria at school, at work, and I can't even get up to when I get to the cafeteria, I got to sit down before I even look around to see what is going on. I'm huffing and puffing because I couldn't breathe. Because I'm an emotional eater. Yeah, I'm an emotional eater. Some people handle things in different ways. I eat. Some people drink. You might smoke. You might get high, right? You might have sex with just random people, random strangers, or maybe somebody that you shouldn't be having sex with. But no judgment, honey. All of it's been done by somebody, not all by me. But I'm just saying it's been done. No judgment. We all handle things differently. But what I'm saying to you is, how long are you going to wallow? Because at some point, right? At some point, you're going to want to stop suffering in silence. You're going to want to stop out here acting and pretending like you're okay when you're not. At some point, you have to understand, even if you're not living this world for somebody else, because a lot of times we have our kids, we have grandkids, we have people that love us, we have somebody out in this world that needs us. And even if you don't, honey, you have yourself. May not be your family, but there's somebody out in this world cutting for you. There's somebody out in this world waiting to hear from you. There's somebody out in this world that when they hear your voice, you make a difference. A lot of times we don't even know the impact that we have on other people's lives. I sit up and I think about my nephew all the time. And I think about all of these young people that talked about, you know, he was their person. He brought them joy. The principal got up and spoke and said, man, when I saw him, he just made my day. Like, you don't even know what impact you're having on people. I know you think, I know you don't see it. I know you don't see it. But I'm telling you, you do. That's faith. Like, even when you can't see it, honey, it exists. It's out there. You know. It's out there. You are necessary. You are needed. You are not alone. You are not alone. And you have to sit up and tell yourself and think about this thing. I mean, I need you to really, really process this thing differently. I need you to really, really think about it and process this thing differently. Think about this. How long have you been going through what you've been going through? How long? What I come to know, and since I've been studying this thing, and I've been studying it for some years now, what I know and what I come to know is that whenever I think about, or whenever I meet people, even like my clients and people that I work with, right? When I sit back and I take inventory of their life, most of the people have been going through stuff since they were kids. You know what that tells me? I think about Moses, right? Moses as a baby. The king wanted him dead as a baby. He ain't even done nothing yet. You know why? Because he knew he had purpose on him. He was going to kill all the boys. He just wanted to destroy everybody because this one boy had purpose on him. You got purpose on you, honey. You don't think the devil want to destroy that? How long has he attacked you? Has he attacked you since you were a kid? For me, that's confirmation, right? It's confirmation. You know how long my brother has been attacked? Since he was a kid. He one of the smartest damn people I know on this side of heaven. Do you know how many times he wanted to give up? How many times he wanted to run away with his kids? How many times he wanted to... How many times have you wanted to? How long have you been suffering? What have you been going through? What dates back to your childhood? What has the devil been messing with you, trying to keep you from purpose? Because that's what it is. That is his job. My Bible says the devil goes to and fro seeking who he can devour. You don't think those negative thoughts, the negative thoughts are demonic, honey. They're very intentionally planted. That is why it is very important for you to keep some positive in your ear at all times. When those thoughts come, that's not what my Bible says. That's not what God says. That's not how God sees me. Even the things that I'm holding myself hostage for the mistakes that I've made when I was little, even those things, guess what? God already forgave me. I know because he sent his son Jesus down on the cross to die for all of our sins. So all of the things, that's what I believe. All of the things that I'm still holding myself hostage for. I'm still holding myself hostage to. The cross that I'm nailing myself to, guess what? Jesus already came and the blood has been shed, honey. That's what I believe. The blood has been shed. It's been shed for me and it's been shed for you, whether you believe it or not. It's been done. Yep, you covered. Regardless, you're covered. I hear people talking about all the time, like, if there is a God, then why do bad things happen? Why? Why is this stuff happening? What is going on? How in the world could even my nephew be gone at 17 years old? Because there's this thing is called free will. People make decisions and do things that they're not supposed to do all the time, against good judgment all the time. That don't have anything to do with God. That has to do with people make their own. He gives us the right to make our own decisions. That is what it is. How are bad things happening in this world? Because guess what? There is nothing, there's nowhere in the Bible where it says bad things are not going to happen. Actually, it says things are going to happen. But in that, will you trust me? That's what the Bible says. Even in the crazy, will you trust me? That's what my Bible says. Right? I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. I'm not. I'm just somebody. I'm a mother, honey. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm an auntie. I'm an around the way filet, honey. I'm a nurse. You know what I mean? I'm a Gigi, honey. I am a lover. I'm a fighter. I am an advocate. I am a demon slayer. I am a joy bringer, honey. I am an atmosphere shifter. I am a faith walker. Yes, honey. Oh, I'm so many things. I'm so many things. I'm a believer. I'm a praise dancer, honey. I'm a singer some days. I'm not sing the best, but guess what? I'm a singer. I'm a praiser, honey. I'm a light bringer. Yes. Yes. Who are you? Who are you in this world? When we get in these dark places, that's what we need to remember because we forget who are you? We get so lost in trying to be because we have been for somebody else for so long. I'm somebody's mama. I'm somebody's whatever. I'm somebody's wife. I work on this place. I've been at this job. What are you? Who are you without the titles? Who are you without being somebody's mama, without being somebody's dad? Who are you? What do you want in this life? Because I don't believe that God put us here to wallow, to suffer. He didn't. That's what I know for sure. What did he put us here for? He put us here for some purpose. What is yours? What is your purpose? What are you supposed to be doing? What gifts are you supposed to be bringing? Each and everything that you have been through, you can sit up and be in this wallowing and woe is me, or you can understand that the good, the bad, and the crazy, honey, it is all working together. So, what can you do? Who can you help with your story? Who can you reach back and grab? I was on the phone talking to this patient. I was at work today. I was on talking to this lady today, and my heart, man, my heart was aching for her because she was in a situation with her teenager. Who has not been in a situation with their teenager? She was sounding so, just so overwhelmed. This mother was, she was like, I've been taking my son. I had him, he's been complaining about this, and I took him, and the doctors are saying everything is fine with him. I don't know what's wrong. He was acting up in school. I had to take him from this school. I put him into a new school. He's only been there for 6 weeks. I'm trying and everything that I'm doing, but he's still complaining. He's throwing up at night. He can't go to the bathroom. He's constipated. I don't know if he's faking, if he's not faking. Like, you've been in a situation where you're trying to help somebody, and you feel so helpless. And then you get to the point where, is it true? Is it not? She don't know, do I believe him or do I not? Like, how many situations and have you been in where you feel like, I've done everything that I can do? What else can I do? I just had to sit back and encourage this mom. I had to sit back. I mean, we have this whole protocol that we're supposed to do. And I did my protocol. I did everything. And I just told her, I said, before I get off this phone, I just have to say to you, one, as parents, it don't come with a rule book. We doing everything that we can do. You doing and you loving and you giving from your heart. That's all you can do sometimes. You doing the best that you can do with the information that you have. Give yourself some grace. Stop holding yourself hostage to this, idea of perfection. You're doing what you can do with the information and the resources that you have at this time. And that's all right. Sometimes it's going to work out and sometimes it's not. Some things you're going to get right and some things you're not. There's no malice in that, right? Long as you're doing your part and you're not trying to be malicious, you're not intentionally harming your children, you're not just neglecting your kids. You're doing, she done took this baby to therapy. She done took him to the hospital. She done took him down to the police station. She done everything that she could do at this point. Donnie McClurkin say sometime when you've done all you can do is stand, honey, because you done prayed and cried. How many situations have you prayed and cried yourself through? Like, sometimes it's just all you can do. Like, break them chains. Stop holding yourself hostage. What are you holding yourself hostage to? And how long are you going to do that? I've been talking all week. I've been saying, honey, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. What different do you need to do? What different do you need to do? I'm going to tell you 5 ways right here. We're going to talk about 5 ways. If you want to make some changes in your life, these are 5 things that you can do to help you start. Like, some people are like, I don't even know how to change. What do I need to do? It's so scary. I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like I want to do it, but I'm not really sure. Change is scary. It's almost sometimes it's so easy to stay in the crazy, right? It's so easy to stay in the crazy. I'm gonna just stay over here because at least I know this crazy. That's easier to do, right? You can stay in the, imagine this. How many relationships have you stayed in there? This is the one right here. How many relationships have you stayed in? No, it's not good for you. It's like, what is this? You are miserable. But you know what? I know this miserable. At least I know this crazy. I understand this crazy. I don't want to go out here and get into some new crazy. Okay. It's just me. It's not you. I'm talking to me. I'm teaching to me tonight. It's time to change up the crazy. This is the thing. These are 5 ways. If you want to change some things about yourself, these are 5 steps that you can do. And so change is always a good thing, honey. Change is always a good thing. All right, let me get my notes right. Okay. Number one is acknowledge. We're talking about 5 ways you can change. Just start making some changes in your life. Number one is acknowledge your mistakes and look to the future. Honey, you can't do anything until you acknowledge there's a situation. You just sitting around here walking around in the dark like everything is fine. You don't know nothing that's going on. Do miserable. That was me. This is why I am right now, baby. This belly is getting disrespectful. I gotta acknowledge. I gotta acknowledge that this belly is disrespectful right now. I gotta get this belly together. I gotta say, ma'am, we can't walk. Trying to put on some clothes. I will have in my mind an outfit that I want to put on. And in my head, I done put it on. But when I actually go to put it on and I can't put it on, that's a conversation that you got to have with yourself sometime. When you got to say, ma'am, you got to say, sir, it's a problem. It's a problem. Yes. Okay. It's a problem. So we're acknowledging step one, acknowledge that there is a problem, that you need to modify some behaviors. What do you want to do? Set your goal, right? What do you want to do? You're thinking about your current state. The belly is disrespectful. Okay, I done acknowledged it. What do we need to do to move forward? You take some notes of some things that you're not satisfied with. Think about it. Okay, now what is the plan, honey? Because in all things, guess what? What's the big secret? You won't tell nobody? I'm gonna tell you. You can tell everybody you know. You have a choice. You sit on this side of heaven. You have a choice, honey. You can make the change if you want to. It's a choice. I'm just saying. Number two, get out of your comfort zone. Baby, complacency is a terrible place to be. Get outside your comfort zone, honey. Get outside that box. Oh, this is the way I always do it. This is what I've always done. Oh, I don't know what nobody gonna say. Oh, baby, get up out that box. You don't belong in that box, honey. You too big for the box. Like, what you in that box for? Get outside your comfort zone. It's not gonna be comfortable. Actually, if it's comfortable, guess what? You probably need to be doing something. If you're too comfortable, you probably need to be making some changes. Because anything worth having, honey, generally it's just gonna make you feel some kind of way for a little bit. You're gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna hurt. Your muscles are gonna hurt. You know when you get to working out and you just be aching. Oh God, my body hurts all over. Honey, let me give you a secret. Take some ibuprofen. Take some Tylenol. Take a little pain medicine and keep it moving. Keep it moving. You're gonna be uncomfortable, but it's all right. Honey, self-improvement is never a fun process. This is all I'm telling you. Number three, this is so important. Associate yourself with people that are focused on success. Honey, you can't be hanging around people that don't want to do nothing. Or you hanging around people and you done told them your idea and they like, what you doing that for? What you want to do? Who you doing? How you going to do that? What you want to do? First off, you grown. You don't need approval for nobody's approval. God didn't give them the vision. They gave you the vision. Listen, look at my teeth. Let me show y'all this. Y'all see my teeth? Y'all see this little gap right here in the middle? It used to be wider. It was wider. And guess what? I got me some Invisalign. I'm fixing it. You know why? People was like, what? Why are you doing that? Why you going? Your smile is bigger. I don't need nobody's permission. I don't like it. If you don't like it, If you don't like it, if you want to fix it, if you have a vision for how you want your life and you want to look a certain way, why are you waiting? Why are you asking somebody for permission? What you think? How you think this look? You like this shirt right here? What you think? Do you like the shirt? I like this shirt. Do you think I care about if anybody like my flower shirt? I don't. I don't care. Guess what? I like it. I'm gonna put it on. I want to look a certain way. I want to get a certain size. I like how when I'm smaller, just not listen, not a lot, just a little bit small. I like how those pictures look, right? I like how my pictures look when I'm not looking like I'm about 2 months pregnant. I'm just saying. I like how my belly look. I like how my clothes fit. Yeah, honey. So you gotta associate yourself with people that are focused on success, not people that are gonna be questioning, asking you all the negative. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? No. Get you some like-minded people, honey. Look, shift around. It's all kind of different things. If you want to lose weight, if you want to go back to school, if you want to start a job, honey, it's so many groups now. Technology is so, all you have to Google a group. I bet you'll find it. We are like pink dogs. I bet you it's a pink dog group. It's somebody out there that is going to be thinking the same way that you're thinking. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You got to think outside the box, honey. You got to have a supportive network. Okay? You got to have some people, an accountability partner, somebody that's going to be accountable. When I said, you know what, I don't want to handle the depression the same way that I handled my nephew passed away. I know I was sitting in darkness for 2 years. I know how I respond to depression. I said, you know what? When I was praying, I said, Lord, show me what can I do differently, because I don't want to go back into that same place. I know myself. I know I'll sit in the bed and not do anything. I'll be thinking, I want to do X, Y, Z, and then I won't do it. I'll be thinking it. And I said, Lord, that's a whole sign of depression, y'all. I said, I don't want to do that, right, with this time around. So, Lord, what can I do differently? If I say I'm going to get online for 30 days, the Lord gave me this vision. For me, that's something different for me to do. And I stepped outside my comfort zone. I'm in front of a camera when I don't want to be in front of a camera. Because one, it makes me happy to smile and give back to people. That's one thing. I can feel like I'm doing something. I'm working in some purpose, pushing through the pain and working in purpose, right? It gives me something to do. Two, it's like everybody is my accountability partner. It might not be nobody out there watching it, but for me, somebody needs this message. I feel like if the Lord gave it to me, somebody needs it. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's going to be today, if it's going to be tomorrow, if it's going to be 5 years down the now and somebody see this on YouTube. I have no idea. But what I do know is when I was going through darkness, when I was walking, every positive message that I watched was at least 5 years old, minimum. Wasn't none of them from right away. Every Eric Thomas, every Inky Johnson, every T.D. Jakes, everything positive, every Steve Harvey, all the stuff that I was watching, every Oprah was from years ago and would pop up on my feed as a message. So it's not my business. Right? When you're walking in purpose and you're doing something for somebody else, or you trying to figure things out, sometimes it's not your business to figure out it. Even when with God, it's not your business to figure out the why or how he's going to do it. That's your faith walk, honey. It's not your business to figure out all of the steps. It's your business if God gave you the vision to take the steps and trust him for the rest. You take one step, he's going to take two. He always going to do better than you. He's always going to send you the people that you need. He's going to send you the money you need. He's going to make a way out of no way. Get outside your comfort zone. Be open. Right? Stop trying to think about it and do it like you always do. Well, I don't have the money. Well, I don't have this. I don't have that. Honey, I ain't got none of it. Not a none. But guess what? You're going to see me on here. You're going to see me every day. You're going to see me taping podcasts. You're going to see me doing my groups. You're going to see me reaching back and helping people. And then one day, guess what? It's going to work out. Oprah wasn't always Oprah. Tyler Perry wasn't always Tyler Perry. Right? Everybody got to start somewhere, honey. What's number 4? Number 4 is set short and long-term goals, boo. Honey, don't try to do it all in one night. Like baby, we live in this popcorn society. Everybody want everything right now, today. We want it done. We want it yesterday. Right? When is it going to be finished? When is it going to be over? How can I do it? What do I want? Honey, set short-term goals and set long-term goals. You know what my short-term goals are? To do my podcast. Every day get up and do something towards my business. So every day I'm writing a little piece. Every day I'm doing something. I'm doing something, right? What are my long-term goals? Honey, I want to help families. At the end of the day, my long-term goal is to reunite Black families back together, to get fathers to educate the men in our communities so you understand how important and who you are in our lives. We need you. It's so many programs out there for women. It's so many things for women. But guess what? We can't just have women being strong. We need our men strong too. We need our family strong. We can't just have the woman strong. We can't just have the men strong. Then we need our children. Right? So we need a family program. So my goal is to have family retreats. Keep watching. You'll see them. Keep watching. That's my long-term goal, but I can't do that right now. So guess where I'm starting? I'm starting where I can start. I'm doing what I can do each and every day. What do you have to do? What can you start on? What do you want to do? Everything is attainable, honey. It starts with a plan, one foot in front of the other, right? They have to be clear. Set clear goals, right? It's saying set clear goals, set achievable and measurable goals. So this is saying, for example, if you want to become a better speaker, make an effort to speak during the next office meeting. You know what I did was I watched every little, like it might be a free something or another to come along. And then sometime if I have money, I will go ahead and pay. If I don't have the money to pay for it, you know what I do? I tell them, hey, I don't have the money. Can I pay you this day? I can pay you this amount today. Can I pay you the rest this day? I make an arrangement. I'll make an arrangement in a hot minute. Some people might say yes, some people might say no. But guess what? I'm trying. Then I know it's not for me. Is it for me? It works out. If it's not for me, it don't. And I move on. Because you know why? I trust that God is going to lead me to the people and give me the information that I need to get my goals that I have for my purpose and my plan that I have for my life, that I feel like He has for my life. Lord, lead me and guide me, order my steps. That's what we're doing. You don't have to have all the answers, honey. That's part of the problem is we want all the answers. We want them today. We want them right now. You ain't got to have all the answers. You don't have to know it all. Number 5 is the most important. The most important thing that you can do, number 5, stop comparing yourself with other people. If you don't stop looking at what everybody else is doing, if you look at somebody for motivation, for inspiration, that's one thing. But to look at somebody like, in envy and jealousy, demonic, babe. I need you to take your ass to therapy, get yourself together, figure out why you got to compare yourself to everybody else. Something inside is lacking. There's enough for any and everybody out here to get his 8 billion people in the world. Why is it 50 chicken places and everybody making money? Because you don't have to compare, honey. Yours don't have to taste like mine's. Yours gonna be yours. Some people gonna like mine. Some people gonna like yours. But it's enough for everybody. Stop comparing yourself. You are good enough. You are worthy. Right? Don't compare yourself, honey. It's pointless. Anything that somebody else has that you want to attain, guess what? You can. You can work hard like they working hard. You can do what they doing. That don't mean you have to take somebody else's stuff, right? Take your time, fulfill your own dreams. Calculate how much time it's going to take you. Like, don't willy-nilly that thing. Habakkuk 2 and 2, honey. Write that vision and make it plain. Get you a vision board. What do you see for your life? What are the things that you want? It's not too late. I hear somebody saying it's too late. It's not too late. It's not too late. It does not matter how old you are. As long as you are on this side of heaven, honey. And especially for men. Most men don't even hit their peak until they get 50 to 60 years old. Like y'all don't even get it. It don't even register right until like y'all had to go through the storm and the rain and everything else. Women, we get a little bit faster. But for some of y'all men, like, I don't know why you got to be in that 50 to 60 range before it just kind of start clicking. As things start working out, right? And I'm talking about stuff like, man, I'm gonna just get my own place and live my own. Let me stop living off of these women. Let me get this business idea together. Let me write my vision and make it plain. Let me, yeah. For some men, I don't know why it take y'all a little bit longer. It's okay. No judgment. I'm just saying, it's not too late. It's not too late. As long as you're on this side of heaven, honey, you have time. That's all I'm telling you. As long as you're on this side of heaven, you have time. So you're going to acknowledge, number one, acknowledge your mistakes. Look to the future, honey. Look for the help, to the hills for which cometh your help. Yes. Get out of your comfort zone. Associate yourself with people that are focused on success, that are in the same little realm of people that you of business that you want to be in, right? Setting short and long-term goals, and stop comparing yourself, honey. Stop comparing yourself. It's enough for everybody. It's enough for you. It's enough for her, him, she, and them. Right? I'm gonna tell y'all this. I've been doing different speaking engagements, and I remember being invited up on this stage, and it was like, probably 6 or 7 amazing women up on the stage, and everybody was just pouring and doing something positive. And I was like, oh my God. So everybody was asked a question, and it was like, what can I say? How can I say this different? How can I be different? How can I be unique? Everybody is bringing the fire, right? Everybody is bringing the fire. You don't want to bring the fire. You want to bring the fire too, right? I want to bring the fire too. So I just sat up and I prayed. I said, okay, Lord, give me, what can I say? What can I do different? What is your unique thing? It does not matter how or what anybody else does. It don't matter if you are doing the same thing. Guess what? It's not going to be like yours. Do you know how many people are talking about mental health and doing different things? It is. And it's a beautiful thing, because when I started this some years back, guess what? Nobody was talking about it. And that's the thing that inspired me to start talking about it. I'm like, I got to break the stigma. There are no Christian women out there, proud to be Christian women, young Black women that look like me, that's out there talking about just regular everyday people that's not, whatever superstar status or whatever. This everyday people looking like me. I want to know some people that's looking like me, because I need people to know and to understand that I got through it. That means you can get through it too. Not, oh, they famous, so that's why they fine. Oh, they got enough money to pay people, that's why I ain't got no money. I ain't paying nobody. I'm a regular. I'm going to work just like everybody else. I'm struggling trying to make it through the darkness just like everybody else. But I'm telling you that there's some light down there at the end of the tunnel. I'm telling you that as you go through and the things that you've gone through, you can take a minute and reach back and help somebody else. Come on, y'all, let's go. No, we're going to be all right. Come on, we just got to keep going down this way. We're going to be all right. No, we're not going over there. It's stay dark over there. It's crazy down there. There's some demons down that way. We're gonna go over here. This is what we're doing. Yeah, this works. I'm gonna tell you, this right here works. Just keep walking straight. Keep going up this way. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, honey. That's what we're doing. Whoever 50,000 people making barbecue, guess what? Ain't gonna taste like your barbecue, boo. It ain't gonna taste like your barbecue. What's your special sauce, right? I got 1,000 people. I was over at Uncle Jack's place the other day, down here, Tyler Street, Palace Street, and Bow, honey. If you don't know, go over there and get you some, honey. Don't say I didn't tell you. How many people fry chicken? Jack got some chicken over there at Uncle Jack's place, honey. I said Palace Street and Bow. Don't act like you ain't hear me say it. Don't say I didn't tell you. Go over there. That's why my belly is big. I told y'all I like to eat. Stop judging me. Okay. I'm going to get myself together. Over on Palace Street, honey, and Bo, it's Uncle Jack's place. I was over there the other day fiending for some crispy fried chicken. I was fiending for some crispy fried chicken. And I went over to Jack's place. Guess what? Up the street, you know what it is? Right across the street, it's a Church's Chicken. Down this way right here, it's a Williams Chicken. But guess what? Church's Chicken don't taste like Uncle Jack's chicken. Williams Chicken don't taste like Uncle Jack's chicken. That chicken is the bomb, honey. And then he got some sauce that you put on the chicken. The sleazy sauce. He calls it the sleazy sauce, baby, please. Honey, what I'm saying to you, boo, is what do you have? It does not matter who is around, who's doing what, it's not yours. It's not your idea. Ain't nobody programmed like mine. I don't care how many mental health programs are out there. Guess what? Ain't none of them like mine. I have an all-in-one program. Every program that I have gone to that has helped me, I did it in like 3-4 years. I put that all into one program. Don't nobody got no program like mine. So you think I'm worried about what somebody else is doing? I'm not. I know my program helps people. I know what I do helps people. I'm not worried about what nobody else is doing. I might be broke today, but guess what? I won't be tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. You might be rough and going through it today, but guess what? You won't be tomorrow. You have to believe that. You have to believe that what you have to offer is the best out there. Somebody needs it. Somebody needs your gifted hands. Somebody needs you. I need you to come up off that. Woe is me. I need you to come up off of that. I know you've been thinking about it for a year, 2 years. So that's why I'm telling you it's time. Like, stop playing. It's time for you to do something. Honey, it's Self-Reflection Sunday. I'm asking you, what gifts do you have in you? What have you done this week? What have you learned this week? I'm going to tell you what I've learned this week. This week in my faith walk, honey, I had a special guest on, Miss Deanna Gee Hill, on Monday. And she talked about credit. What I learned this week is that the financial position that I'm in right now, I don't want to be in it anymore. No. I want my credit to be better than what it is. I want to build business credit because God has so many things for me to do. Do you know how many visions and downloads your girl gets? I ask God to use me. I ask Him to do that. I ask Him to give me the vision. Lord, show me. I ask Him to do that. When you ask Him, guess what? He will give it to you. All you have to do is ask. Like, it is that simple. That is what Faith Walk is about, honey. I'm sitting up and I'm telling you, I don't care what your situation look like. I don't care what it is. I had a friend, she's an atheist. I'm friends with everybody. I'm telling you, ain't no judgment. I have a friend, she was an atheist, right? She was so frustrated in her situation. She needed a job. She said she got so frustrated. She got to praying and she said, Lord, if you exist, if there's a God, then I need you to help me. She said she was bawling, crying. Who got a job? Everything that they asked for. Mm-hmm. She was telling me that story and she was telling me as if, like, can you believe that this happened? And I'm telling her, yes, I can. This ain't news to me. God doesn't shows, I mean, He shows off, honey. He wants to show off for you. He does. I know some people up there like, oh my God, I can't even believe this story. Honey, it's stories over and over again. Let me tell y'all another one. Listen, I had a situation where I had a young lady when I was outpatient manager of the outpatient department in Baltimore, Maryland, right? One day, I'm sitting up and I get this urge to give one of my employees $100, right? She was a younger, very smart, beautiful spirit girl. I loved her to pieces. But young girl, I had an urge to give her $100. I woke up. It was a Saturday morning. I woke up with this urge, very strong, heavy on me, to give this girl $100, right? I go all day. All day. In my head, because I've had, just to put some perspective on this, I've had a situation where somebody years ago, and I'm talking probably 15, 16 years ago at that time, where one of the nurses on the unit, I was broke. My oldest daughter, 28, was young then. It was Christmas time. I didn't have no money for Christmas. And one of the nurses, she was like, she had been giving out gifts. She was giving out great gifts. Miss Natalie, she was giving out great gifts to everybody. And so she came to me and she gave me $100. And she was like, the Lord told me to give you this money. Everybody else she gave gifts to, but she gave me $100. That's all I was praying for, was the $100. Lord, all I need is $100. I can make $100 work with this. And she gave me the $100. And so now, fast forward 15, 16 years later, right? I get this strong urge to give this girl at my job $100. This baby, I call her. She was a baby at the time. I think she was like 21, but very smart, good girl. So I'm like, I'm going all day. I'm going to be obedient and give her the money. But I had stuff to do, right? So I'm doing all my stuff. Like, I'm getting up doing what I was going to do on my Saturday, right? I go the whole day. And I get home and I was like, it hit me. As soon as I walked through the door, it hit me that I didn't get a girl the $100. And so I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, right? I go try to take a step. I didn't have no peace. Like, my whole spirit was like, didn't I tell you to go get, like, it was almost like I could hear this thing in speaker. It was like, didn't I tell you to go get this girl $100? I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, okay, I'm going. I got to go right now. I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, or if anybody has ever given you anything or told you a story like this, but I'm telling you, to the core of who I am, to my being, Honey, I didn't have the $100 like that to give. It definitely was a sacrifice, but I was going to be obedient. I know enough about God to be obedient. When I get these whispers, when you get the whispers, honey, and that is, you get a strong urge to call somebody, to tell somebody to do something, to not go over there, to go over there. Yo, those are your guardian angels. I'm telling you right now, this is a whole be more coming out of me. Those are your guardian angels. Don't ignore the whispers. Don't ignore the whispers. I call her. Hey, sweetie, what you doing? She was like, oh, I'm just sitting home. I was like, okay, I got to come by it. I need to come by. I need to tell you something. I go to her house. I pull up. She come outside. I said, sweetie, I said, the Lord told me to give you this. Just like that. The Lord told me to give you this. And so I give her the money. She tells me, she said her and her boyfriend had been praying all night. They were $100 short on their rent. And they had been praying all night, trying to figure it out. The Lord told me to go in the morning. I told you, right? I didn't go in the morning. I waited all day. She said they had been praying and asking God. This girl was bawling, so happy, so grateful. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, because he told me this morning, but I had some stuff to do. So she was like worried all day. I felt so bad that she was worried all day, because I'm like, the Lord gave me the message this morning. But I was grateful that I was obedient. Why am I telling you the story? Because again, I'm telling you to be obedient to the whispers. That is my thing. That is my reminder, for the week to any and everybody. And the Self-Reflection Sunday, I'm telling you, if you have any whispers, if you have anything that you are supposed to be doing, if you hear it, if you see it, this is the other thing, especially when it comes to purpose and trying to figure out, when I was really trying to figure out initially, when I was very new in faith and trying to figure out, am I supposed to be doing this? Am I not supposed to be doing this? If I hear it in threes, that's Trinity for me. What's Trinity? God, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's Trinity. It's three, right? You hear it in threes. So you'll hear it randomly on Facebook. You'll hear it on the radio. You'll see it on TV. Somebody will come up to you randomly, start talking about something. You will hear it in threes. Oh my God. You'll go to work like, oh my God, I'm just all that. Oh, really? Well, damn. Those are the things that you need to pay attention to. Okay? When you hear them in threes. This is his faith walk, honey. I'm just telling you, these are some things that happen. The Lord will use you. If you want him to use you in some ways, then you just ask him. I prayed. I said, Lord, use me. I was in a very traumatized state at this point when I was praying to God. I was very desperate. It was years ago. I was very desperate. I was in my 20s. I was very desperate. My daughter was in a situation and I couldn't help her. And I was praying. I was in church. I was crying. And I was praying. And I remember saying, Lord, if you help my child, if you get my child out of this situation, if you just cover her, because it was just some things she was going through that I couldn't fix for her. I tried. Yeah, her mama's a fixer. She knows. I tried, but it was some things going on. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do anything but what I had done. And sometimes, you can only, that's what I was saying to this mother, like, you can only lead your kids but so far. And then you have to trust that you have instilled in them everything that you could instill. And then you have to let go. You have to trust God that his hedge of protection is around them. Does that mean that they're not going to get hurt? It does not. But what it does mean is that whatever happens, The good, the bad, and the crazy, it's all working together. It's going to work out. It's going to be some good is going to come out of it. It might not be the good that I envisioned, but some good is going to come out of the crazy. And I have to trust and I have to believe that at the end of the day, our children are not our children. My mama is not my mama. We're all children of God's. We're here for a moment in time, like the blink of an eye. Like my 28-year-old was just 5 yesterday. The time is going on by, right? We are only here. We take time for granted. So I'm telling you, stop taking time for granted. If you have a gift in you, you have a vision, you have something that you want to do, you have something in you that's going to help someone else, you're going to save somebody's life with your gift, with who you want to be. You want to be a nurse, you need to go to school. You want to be a doctor. What do you want to do? You want to bring people joy like me when I'm in my dark and my sadness. I need a Tabitha Brown in the midst of my darkness. I needed Kev. I needed Kevin Hart. I needed them. I needed Steve Harvey's inspirational moments. I needed to watch them Oprah videos, some old videos of her going through in her spiritual. I needed that. I needed the story. I needed to hear Oprah say she got to a point where she was going, I surrender all. Where she was singing, Lord, I surrender all to thee. Yes, I needed the message. Right? We all are going through the things. We need these messages. We need your story. We need whatever it is that you are supposed to give. Are you supposed to be drawing? Are you like my baby girl? And you got some art, you got some gifted hands where you're going to draw something amazing that's going to bring joy to somebody? Like, what is your purpose? Nobody's gift is too small. It's all necessary, right? I sit up and I think all the time, like being on the unit and think about, you know, the people that used to come around and clean the room. Those beautiful spirits that would come around, those people always brought so much joy. And some people would be like, what? They just clean the room? They just, they only, what are you talking about? The janitor? Are you serious? Nobody's a only anything. So no matter what your position is, you're necessary. I need you to believe that. I need you to know it. To all the teachers and the educators in the world, like, you're necessary. Where would we be without you? You know? Yeah. I need you to understand that, honey. If you don't understand anything else, if you need some more information from your girl, just click the link tree, honey. I'm around. Yeah, I ain't just start doing this. I've been doing this. I know I lost a lot of information, but guess what? Honey, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and start again. I just started making more videos. Yeah. Yeah, lost hundreds of videos, but guess what? I'm still here on this side of heaven. You know what that means? I got time to make some more videos. What do you have time to do, boo? Stop taking time for granted. Okay? Yeah. Who you gonna make smile today? Who you gonna bring some joy to? What you gonna do? Hmm? Yeah. Write your girl and tell me. Yeah, I wanna know. What you doing? What you doing? Well, honey, let me tell you something. It is your girl, Michelle Franklin, Miss Michelle D.I., honey, Miss Community Builder herself, Miss DIY, because I don't believe in coincidences, honey. only God's divine intervention in our lives. So that means if you see this live, no matter if it's today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, guess what? This message is for you. Or it's for somebody that you love or that you like. Honey, stop being stingy and share the message. Yeah, click that like button, click share. Find your girl on YouTube, honey. YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the Linktree. That means whenever I come out, whenever I get my good equipment working, I got 3 good podcasts coming for you, honey, that I've already recorded. Whenever I get my equipment working, honey, yeah. Yeah. The same production team that was over at Tabitha Brown's house like about 2-3 years ago. They hear mine. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get me some new ones. Yeah, the Lord is gonna bless me. That's what I'm believing. The Lord is gonna bless me because I got too many things to do. I can't be working with this bad production team. That's all I'm saying. I can't be working with this bad production team. They got my light looking right though. Y'all check your girlfriend earrings out today. I'll be trying to bring out some different earrings every day so y'all can see my earrings. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, listen. I gotta go. I gotta be to work in the morning. Yeah, until your girl finds her a good husband. Let me say a good, rich, no, a husband that's gonna let me just do this stuff where I can focus on y'all all day. I gotta go to work. That's what she is. Your girl gotta go to work, so I gotta go. I gotta go to bed so I can get up in the morning. But I will be back tomorrow, honey. Why? Because we are continuing on day 22 of Faith Walk, honey. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, honey. Even if you can't see it, boo. It's there. God is there. He's with you. Regardless, even when you can't feel him, honey, he's still there. I promise you that. That's my reflection for the week. Is even sometimes when I was feeling the loneliest, I know I was never alone. Never. It was just in my mind. It was things that I was telling myself. But were they true though? What things are you telling yourself? Are they true? Or are you just making them up? Yeah. You sit with that, boo. Journal that out tonight. Journal that out tonight, honey. What things are you making up in your mind? Stop doing that. Because again, you are worthy. I need you to understand that. Worthy. Okay? Yes. Well, join me for tomorrow, day 22 of Faith Walk. We will continue. This is going to be the last day, y'all. We're going into chapter 6 of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, because this month we've been talking all month about things that are affecting our mental health. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. And so we still got a couple more days left. On Tuesday, I'm really excited, honey, because we're going to start talking about relationships, situationships. And then one of my favorite topics, it's becoming my favorite topic, is unforgiveness. Forgiveness and unforgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself and forgiveness of others. Oh, yeah, your girl done been through the fire and the storm, honey. I'm going to help you with it. We're going to talk about it. We got a couple more days in this month, so that's what we're doing, honey. We are, yes, breaking stigma that is associated with mental health. That is depression, panic attacks, PTSD, and anxiety, honey. Yeah. All right. So I aspire to inspire until I expire. Just like Mr. Les Brown, honey. That's what I'm doing. What you doing? Okay. Y'all have a good night.